From the Lone Star State, the temperatures will be noticeable, yet the roof is wide open. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Texas Rangers. To see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill in this one, Cody Bradford.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2.
This one smoked. Could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Hank Aaron digs in now. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And there's the strike. Hank needs just one more homer to pass Henry Aaron in the all-time list. Man at second. And there's a foul ball.
Incredible to think that 755 could have been passed once, let alone multiple times. What a remarkable career he's put together.
And that skips in the dirt. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. That one laced to center and a base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And stepping in for Boston, Manny Ramirez. And that's in there for strike 1. Red Sox already leading. Out there to center. Peterson really on his horse for this one. Makes the grab on the run. And there's one away. As we check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. It features a great veteran presence, Honus Wagner.
Well, Boo, clearly he's just one of the best hitters to ever play this game. Being a member of the 3,000 hit club, just a true professional hitter. I know we use that term, but this guy is just the epitome of it. So much fun to watch him swing the bat and just work a pitcher. You can learn so much about the art of hitting from just watching this guy go about his business.
Willie Mays stands in now and watches strike 1. Hank, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's some real power at the plate. David Ortiz, 2 for 6 so far in the series. Fastball is outside.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got 1 run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
Hard on the ground to first. To second, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back in Arlington. And today's starter, Randy Johnson, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the history of baseball.
Yeah, Boog, he's got some of the best strikeout stuff in the history of the game. Over 4,000 career strikeouts. We'll see how many he's got today.
Now it's the shortstop, Michael Young.
For the Rangers, shortstop, number 10.
Right through there for a strike. Johnson, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a splitter. Popped up. Wagner makes the catch, and there's 1 down. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against him.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1. Right, doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
1 out, base is empty. Falling behind 2-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
2-2. That's a ball. Count is full.
.99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Oh, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series. So no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2. 2 out, space is empty. And there's a ball.
That missed. That's a ball.
He never moved because he never had time to.
1-2.
With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Rangers go down quickly there. And it remains 1-0. Back at Globe Life Field, top of the second. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. Williams launched a homer in his most recent game.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Rodriguez makes the play, and there's one down.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jason Varitek. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And there's a curve through for a strike.
No balls, one strike.
Next offering is fouled back. There's a swing and a drive. Raging back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall.
Batting 8th, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
That's a really nice job right there. Great awareness making the catch up against the wall. You see the perfect technique, feeling for the wall with the bare hand while keeping his eyes on the baseball as it's coming down, his glove in a good position to make the catch. That's exactly how you do it.
On the ground at first, fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Pudge Rodriguez.
Catcher, Ivan Rodriguez.
First pitch, and he just misses.
It's a tough pitch,
1-0.
but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Our umpire behind the plate, Jerry Hillsdale. High praise for Jerry when we talk to people around the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Boog. He's very straightforward, very consistent back there. So most of the time, you're not even going to think about it. That's a good thing.
Horner over to first. That takes care of Rodriguez.
Batting 5th, designated hitter, Josh Young.
Here's Josh Young. What about some no-nos? Like, you can't call the umpire blue the way you do in Little League or high school, right?
Yeah, even in the minor leagues, you'll learn quickly. You call the umpire blue. You better learn his name, and that's just part of being a professional player and even a major league player.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Willie Mays makes the play.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be.
Batting
He was going to
6th,
cover all that
second
ground and
baseman,
bring in that sinking liner. That's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Now it's Marcus Semien. Homered last night, added another hit as well.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
That to right. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. And he's there with a double. Adolis Garcia stepping in for the Rangers. Hitless at 4 at-bats yesterday. Swing and a foul straight back. Semien stands at second with 2 gone. That's inside. 1-1.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Rangers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. Bradford back to work. Swing and a high fly ball right field. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Honus Wagner up next for the Red Sox. Doubled leading off the ball game. Then came around to score the first run of the game. A changeup missing. And it's 1-0. Wagner hitting leadoff in today's game. And they traded for him earlier this year. Right side. Garcia settles under it. Drops into the glove. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Henry Aaron.
Now it's going to be Hank Aaron. RBI single his last time up. And of course, when it comes to Hank Aaron, he's one of the greatest sluggers of all time. 755 career homers, a record that stood for a long time. Next offering is in for a strike.
Almost goes without saying that Mr. Aaron set the standard for power hitters in the sport for years. I mean, just an incredible 23-year career.
And it's not all about the home runs. It's RBIs, total bases. Hank did everything you'd want in the middle of the order guy. Hoerner on the go. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe he rushed his throw a little bit right there, didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Man at second.
Full count.
This one in the dirt. That's to third, and that chance handled. Throws to first. He's out. So now here's the DH, Manny Ramirez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Swings through that one.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Squirts away a little bit. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Rangers nothing. Back in Arlington, here's the center fielder, Jock Peterson.
Center fielder, Jock Peterson.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Swings through that one for strike 2.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines. Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees. So that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the K.
Now here is Wyatt Langford. And that one upstairs, ball 1. That's down and in.
That's the ball. 2-0.
And that's outside.
Ball.
That one catches the corner for a strike. And now a full count.
Full count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the Rangers batting order turns over, and now the shortstop, Michael Young. 0 for 1 so far. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed, but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
The shortstop takes the ball. Langford leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw to third. Safe. And the tying run is now only 90 feet away. And that's too high. Tying run and scoring position here in the last half of the third. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Willie Mays.
This one smoked out to left. Reaching forward, makes the catch.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
David Ortiz will hit next. He hit into a double play his first time up. And ball 1. And that one wrapped foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Pulls that one foul. Comes a 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Ted Williams up next for the Red Sox. He popped out his first time. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Line drive. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So they make short work of him there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Rangers nothing. Back at Globe Life Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Rafael Palmeiro. Foul ball there.
Well, these Rangers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure them out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Pudge Rodriguez. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
That's towards center. Mays has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out.
Up next for the Rangers,
Josh Young stepping in for the Rangers. He's 0 for 1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Williams on his way over. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. And the Rangers set down in order. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Up and in, and the count is 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Good eye right there.
That's a ball. We got a full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the air, right field. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a bouncer. Beltre handles, throws to first. So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Now batting third baseman Wade Boggs.
Here's Wade Boggs now. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Fastball for a strike. Here's a high chopper. Simeon. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next,
so here's
for the
Horner
Red Sox,
now.
Second baseman, Nico Horner.
That one inside. 1-0. And that one a little bit high.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Now he breaks his bat, and they put the tag on him for the out. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Marcus Simeon.
Second baseman, Marcus Simeon.
The outfield playing into pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Wagner with the throw to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball
fielder,
out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now, Adolis Garcia. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. High fly ball out to left field. Williams sizing this one up. Nabs it. And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That
Up
front
next,
shoulder
for the
coming open
Rangers,
instead of staying
center
close.
fielder,
If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the
Peterson.
middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Peterson stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And that's through there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm. Set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
1 and 2's the count.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. That is the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Rangers nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher,
Now
Hunter
pitching
Strickland.
for the Rangers, number 63, Hunter Strickland.
Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Honus Wagner.
Shortstop, Honus
This
Wagner.
is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Fouled off down the right side. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Out to center. Peterson makes the grab. And there's 1 away.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder.
And next for the Red Sox, Hank Aaron. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Ball. 1-1.
That one
That's
inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. He flexes his power with that swing. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now here is Manny Ramirez.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Check swing and a ball outside, and that is ball 1. And he takes a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Strike 2.
1 ball,
Red
2
Sox
strikes.
leading it by 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. On to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Two outs, base is empty. Willie Mays up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. A little bit high maybe, and that's ball 1. Mays, 23 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. 2 outs. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, he had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Red Sox by 2. Next pitch misses outside, and that's ball 3. David Ortiz waits on deck. He swings and fouls one off. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Ortiz in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
You know, the 2-out walk, got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Fly ball down the line. Garcia settles under it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Boston with another on the solo blast. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back.
Leading
Now the
off
left
for the
fielder,
Rangers.
Wyatt Langford.
Left fielder, Wyatt Langford.
Johnson back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, these Rangers being a little too patient at the plate in this game. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
on strikes he goes. That's his 9th strikeout so far.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Michael Young. That's a strike. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
To the right side, and it gets by him.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Third baseman,
Man at first with 1 gone. Up next for the Rangers, Adrian Beltre. And that drops in for a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Late swing, fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Rafael Palmeiro stepping in for the Rangers. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Young at second, Beltre at first, 1 gone.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Two on, 1 out.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
And now it's 1-2. Outside corner, got him looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Next to hit, Pudge Rodriguez. 0 for 2 in this one. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And a swing and a miss. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kobe Milner.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Williams in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1.
Popped up. Beltre should have this one. One down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now batting, number 33.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And another ball.
That's a ball.
That's in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
2-2.
What a stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, third baseman, Wade Boggs.
2 down, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Wade Boggs. First pitch just misses. There's the strike. Lined into right. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game
for the Rangers, designated hitter, Josh Young.
There's a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
And now 2 balls and a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Got him. And he's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
That one is absolutely belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Hit in the air, center field. Mays in pursuit. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for Boston,
Matt Strom into the game.
55.
This is his first appearance of the season. Garcia lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Oh, come on, umpire.
Around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And that's in the dirt. And El Bombi is kept in check with the K. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Sean Armstrong. This is his 3rd time out this year.
number 43, Sean Armstrong.
Here's Nico Warner. So now a pinch hitter, Ozzie Smith.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. But no chance That's an infield single.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Honus Wagner on the inside corner for a strike. And that one hammered. That's back. And that one hops the wall. Here comes Ozzie around third. He'll score.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now batting, right fielder Henry Aaron.
That's in there. Runner at third, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to the left. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. The throw won't get there in time, and the defense comes away with nothing. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And the batter now, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Wagner on third. Hank at first with no outs. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Punch with a rocket of a throw. Caught stealing.
Right there trying to avoid that ground ball double play. Send the runner in that situation. Hope that maybe somebody moves out of position and your hitter puts the ball in play and you get a first and third situation. But unfortunately, strikeout, throw out, double play. Good job by the defense.
Willie Mays digging in now. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Just missed. Two outs. That misses the zone, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Out to short. Whips it to first. Mays retired at first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Boston brings one in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's Jack Peterson.
Got to keep things air. side defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Strom has a pretty cool hobby. Collects baseball cards of players who hit home runs off of him. I love the reason he does it. He tells people, if you hit a home run against me, you're good enough to collect.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Oh, 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Now batting left fielder.
So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford. A strikeout and a walk. And a strike in there.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Got him swinging.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Two outs, base is empty. Michael Young stepping in for the Rangers. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And a swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Give me everything you got. Stripping down in the parking lot. Quiet type, watch him hit the spot. Sneak tip, on talk a lot. Swinging RBI, really breaking in. Home run.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Garcia.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Robert Garcia.
Ortiz stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Dane Dunning preparing to come on if needed. Inside, just missed.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, notice they've been pitching him hard inside, and the key is if you're going to make a mistake, you got to make it off the dish. If it leaks out over the plate with this kind of power, you'll be asking for a new baseball.
That's off the mark. 3-2 now.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
In the air, left field, down the line. Langford hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting number 9.
Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. 0 for 3 in this one. That one drifts inside. Garcia in his second season, 28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. On the corner for a strike. And the count 1-1. Bases empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. Just missed.
That's high.
Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Next to hit, Jason Varitek. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Now batting third baseman, Wade Boggs.
Up next for the Red Sox. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running here, Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez.
Down and away for ball one. Crow Armstrong, the runner at third. Jimenez over at first with 1 away. Swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Throw to second. Runner at third, 2 away. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Beltre settles underneath it, and that'll do it. So it's no runs. So coming into the game now on defense, Pete Crow Armstrong. He'll be out in left field.
Number 52.
Dennis Eckersley on to try and close it out. He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
1-0.
Strike on the inside corner.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Hit in the air out to center field. Mays And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, first baseman, Rafael
He's 2 outs away.
Palmeiro.
And now the first baseman, Rafael Palmeiro. And that one off the outside edge.
Ball. 2-0.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one missed. The Rangers trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Draws the walk there.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome.
Now batting,
It wasn't an intentional
the catcher,
walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Ball 1, no
ball.
strikes.
1-0.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
2-0.
Man at first, one away. Next one misses. And now 3-1. And that one inside and it hit him.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there. Not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
Young up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Yeah, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Tying run at the plate. And that one clips the corner. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to.
Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Big spot here, bottom of the 9th. Down to their final out. Marcus Semien stepping in for the Rangers. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that one fouled off. The Rangers down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is just a nice win. 3-0 ball game. You feel comfortable about the 3 runs that you scored, but you also know that if you're not careful, a bloop, a base hit, and a home run ties everything up. But it was great pitching. Timely hitting really made the difference.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.